Hey all, Nat here. Welcome to the weekly vlog. Week 4, I believe. I've always lost count, and it's only been 4 weeks. It's been a good week. Weird week, and long. I did a lot, but it's been a good week. And this is gonna be a big episode today because I actually have a lot to do. I filmed a lot this week, and I actually have things to talk about and do this week. But yeah, so I finished up the welcome week last week. That was pretty fun. I met a lot of people. I met, I said some people from Boston and stuff, and then I started class on this week, on Monday, Tuesday of this week, and I met another person from Boston, which weirdly, Queen Mary has a lot of people from the Boston area. But no, class has been going good so far. The professor, I had history and practice, which is the history of the East End of London, is where my school is. And it looked like a pretty interesting course, and I like the professor, and I like the other students in the class. It seemed pretty chill. But I'm gonna cut to the footage now because I filmed a lot this week, and I'll cut in and see and explain some stuff. So, be right back. This is the main Queen Mary's way in. Got chemical science building, my building, the history, social studies department is right up there, and then the main security gate. Oh, nice flats here for everybody. This is Art 1. This is my history building where all my classes are. Right next to the main A11 highway that leads you in and out of London. Main road in front of Queen Mary. And that's where the school is. Pretty busy. I got a KFC here, literally less than 5 minutes away from where I live, which is like the most dangerous thing ever for me. Holy shit. So that was just all Queen Mary, where my building is, just the whole campus, and then like the A11 motorway, as I said, that leads in and out of London, and then the Mile End station. I'm in Mile End, London, and it's a pretty nice area, honestly. Very trendy, and very ethnic, which I kind of liked. A lot of Middle Eastern, Indian, that South Middle Eastern Asian part, which I kind of like. Now next is my adventures in probably the most famous part of London, Westminster. Right, so I'm walking in Westminster, and it's like really underwhelming now with the whole Big Ben, Elizabeth Tower, completely under construction. I can show you guys in a minute. I'm walking over Westminster Bridge right now. They're selling Among Us puppets, right? Instead, just what you need when you're in Westminster. There's right below the building. I'm like right here, right next to everything. You got the Eye there, the lovely Thames. You got the Westminster Abbey right there. Big Ben blocked off. Right on Westminster Bridge. Look at that. Taxi coming right down there. Yeah, we're just right here now. You've been told I walk too much like a New Yorker. What the fuck? Westminster is kind of where everything important in the UK is happening, like all the parliament, government. Behind all that fence there was 10 Downing Street. That's where our Prime Minister lives, which you guys obviously know as Boris Johnson. I'm not, no opinions on the man yet, not getting to there yet. But as you saw, there was a ton of protests in Westminster. There always is. Northern Ireland, like independence movements, a lot because of COVID. Free elections in Zimbabwe. That's Westminster. Yeah, I like Westminster a lot, to be honest.
Temper's here.
Yeah.
Flame is something of special order.
So this was the Imperial War Museum in Lambeth, London, opposite side of the Thames from Westminster. And I went there with my dad the other day, and it was a really good museum. I do want to just point out that in that last clip, my dad did say, I don't think the plane was World War I. He was incredibly wrong with that statement. Oh my god.
Margaret Thatcher's dead.
I'm in Hyde Park today. Kind of like the London's biggest and most famous park. It's nice and relaxing. Or like you can come and have lunch or whatever. There's some scary ass pigeons here. You guys know I fucking hate birds, and they've been swooping by my head way too fucking often. I moved to London to get away from wildlife. I'll have to film it, but right next to Hyde Park is Marble Arch, where they have like a temporary display going on right now called The Mound, where it's literally a mound of dirt. Literally a mound of dirt that you get to climb up. Why you're not able to film it, I have no idea. That's London's crowning achievement after the COVID pandemic, is a mound of dirt. So I'm meeting my parents at Westminster Abbey in a minute, and we got a big statue of Churchill here that's blocked off because people think he's incredibly racist now, which, yeah, that's a whole nother discussion. Westminster Abbey is kind of like the biggest church in London, that and St. Paul's. This is where the royals get married. This is where their funerals happen. When the Queen eventually passes away, her funeral will be here. But in all honesty, it's just a tourist trap. So yeah, overall, really good, like, almost being a tourist in London week. This was the last week my parents were in the UK with me. They flew back this morning, and now they're back in the US, and that feels really weird having my parents 3,000 miles away now. But it'll be fine after a couple days or so. But yeah, just exploring the city. My dad lived in London for 20 plus years, so he knows it like the back of his hand, and having him, you know, point out things from when he was younger was just a really fun experience. Like you said, I went to a couple parks, Westminster, Kensington Palace. That's where William and Kate and their children live. Harry and Meghan are the ones that live in California. They had Princess Diana's wedding dress on display there, but it was like a 2-hour wait, and like I don't care enough. And then of course, walking across the street, that's Buckingham Palace. That's where the Queen lives, and she's actually in London at the moment, so I could see her one day. But yeah, no, it was a nice, kind of good, like final week of summer vacation technically for me. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. Just, you know, exploring London, going out to eat at some really nice places. Speak of that, my uncle owns, he worked at Barclays Bank, one of the biggest banks in the UK, and he has a lot of savings. He was at that boathouse I was at a couple weeks ago and has 5 boats, and he's part of the Royal Automobile Club in London, right opposite Buckingham Palace. And I went to the second most expensive restaurant in London thanks to him. I'm going from having the best fish and chips I've ever had in that restaurant to a cup of pot noodles the next day. Not the most normal university experience, but hey, it's been fun. But yeah, I mean, so now I start classes. I have classes today and tomorrow and Friday. Got like Unraveling Britain, and then global context. Like global context is like, you know, all the imperialism, conquest of the New World in Africa. You know, just the European powers spreading out, and that's my classes for the first semester. So hoping to meet some good people in there. Do well in the classes. The history doesn't look too bad. The history department actually does not need to take final exams. It's just like one essay at the end, so I'm gonna have like 3 essays to do at once, which is gonna be hell, but better than sitting in a room doing multiple choice for hours. But yeah, I'm enjoying London a lot, and I can't wait to do more. One thing I've been, you know, having to do on my own now is cook and stuff and go shopping. And you know how last week I just, in the middle of it, just took out a cup of tea and Jaffa cakes and just ate it right there. So I thought it would be fun if I had another food just to eat right now. And I found these in the shop the other day, and they blew my mind. And so I'm actually really excited to try them. So grab them right here. Walker's Max Kentucky Fried Chicken Crisps. Walker's is what Lay's calls itself over here. I don't really know why they changed their name. They're the exact same. And Max is just what they call their wavy, rippley crisps. It's KFC flavored. Like, you can't make this shit up. So I'm gonna try it. We love KFC over here. We like it. People in the UK like KFC more than in the US. So I picked up 2 bags. You can eat 1 for right now. KFC Max. The irresistible deep ridged crisp bursting with delicious KFC flavor for the ultimate taste explosion in every bite. Okay, sorry, I got interrupted by my cousin calling me. I love my cousin Jonathan. He's the one that works at the pub, if I call him, but like, these KFC chips are way more important right now. So KFC flavor for the ultimate taste explosion in every bite. KFC flavor max satisfaction. You know they're gonna be good when they have the kernel on them. So what could go wrong? Now there's roast chicken crisps that we have that are by Walker's, and they're really good. So I like KFC. Nothing about them smells like KFC, so there you go. They don't taste like KFC. What chicken? They just taste like normal crisps. No, I can't taste anything. I taste herbs, like the couple herbs, but I don't taste chicken. No. Aw, that's a big disappointment now. What? Aw, I'm really upset right now. I wanted more chicken crisps. No. Alright. Well. I'm sad. These, I mean, they're fine. I just don't taste any chicken. I taste the herbs, but when I see his face, I want chicken. Disappointing. The UK usually has really good crisp flavors, like prawn cocktail, even roast chicken, cheese and onion. That there's no chicken. That befuddles me. It doesn't taste like chicken. If I eat more. No. Alright. Well, that's the end of the video. I'll be back next week with maybe some crisps that actually taste like chicken. Disappointing, Colonel. Jesus. Alright. Everybody have a good one. Take care. Okay, so I was editing this video and I decided to open up another pack of these Kfc Crisps because I have 6 of them. I gotta eat them eventually. These ones taste like chicken. Yeah, I taste it in these ones. That last pack, no chicken flavor at all. They kind of taste like, you know, the little powder you would get when having chicken flavored ramen noodles. It's that kind of chicken taste, but in a crisp. So, thank God we finally found chicken.